Okay, everybody, it's Fred Daniels here with Melissa Ward, and we've been doing all these Facebook videos today, and we're having some fun. And so, we've talked a little bit about getting content, where we want it to be, about dealing with administrators and all that kind of thing. But what we want to talk about now are sort of some fundamentals, which is what is good Facebook and what is bad Facebook. So, Melissa, how about photos? What really constitutes a good photo on Facebook?
I love action photos.
Action.
Photos that show Rotarians at projects working candid, right?
Nice.
They're not posed.
Okay. So when I'm standing there at the podium next to the president of a club, is that a good photo?
Well, it's a good photo for the club.
Yeah.
But it may not necessarily be a good photo for Facebook. Let me explain why. So even though that photo is important to the club and to the club members, it doesn't show the general public what it is that Rotarians do.
Okay.
So if in terms of public image, it's not reflecting what we're about.
Got it.
There's a lot of podium pictures out there.
Grip and grin.
Grip and grin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of grip and grin photos. So let's try to kind of balance that off with the, look, we're out in the parks, we're everywhere. We're making dinners at the Ronald McDonald House, we're packing potatoes at the food banks, we're building bridges, we're doing all sorts of great things.
Don't forget there's a whole world of photos out there. I mean, if you're building bridges or if you're doing water projects, there are all kinds on Rotary.org, there's all kinds of photos about water projects. Bring some of those in and boost it up.
Absolutely.
All right, so now when you put a photo on your Facebook page, you're almost always going to caption it in some way, or you're going to give it some sort of a post and all that. What makes a good post?
So as you're describing the photo, or if you're creating a post on your page, know that the general public is not going to know what RIP is.
There we go.
They're going to have a whole different thought about what RIP is.
Right.
So
a bunch of mortuary agents.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're referring to the Rotary International President, please use...
Spell it out.
Spell it out, right? No acronyms. And describe the event. So I had recently posted a photo about our PETS training, right? That's a word that we Rotarians know.
Right.
And when I posted the photo on somebody else's timeline, I referred to it as leadership training because that's something that it's true, it's still true, and that's something that the general public is going to be able to relate to. They understand what that means.
All right, well, that makes total sense. So what kind of a mix do you need in your Facebook page in terms of kind of elements? How often should we be doing Facebook?
I think that all clubs should be posting to their Facebook page at least once a week.
At least?
At least once a week.
All right.
So there's got to be, even if you're just talking about maybe something that happened at your meeting, or you have a cool speaker coming up at one of your meetings, share that on your Facebook page. If you want an event coming up, maybe you want to drip some little fun things prior to that event to get some attention.
Okay.
Right? We have the Easter Bunny event coming up.
Easter Bunny.
So I think that the fact that Easter is on April Fool's Day might actually give me some good fodder to lead up to the event.
Yes, that's right. Okay. In fact, your club was talking about that today, wrapping grapes up into Easter egg foil of some sort. Yeah, very humorous. All right, so that sounds great. So it's just the response. So this is really the administrator's responsibility, right? To just make sure there's something happening once a week.
It is. So, I mean, primaries. So it would be great, though, if club members, you know what? We all have millions and hundreds and thousands of photos sitting on our phone.
Yeah.
So if you go to your club's Facebook page and it looks like it's been a little quiet, why don't you send a couple of photos to your Facebook admin and say, hey, you know what, let's talk about this project that we just did, or this fundraiser that we just had.
Or what if you're at a meeting and you know that there's an event coming up in 10 days? Why don't you just ask everybody to whip out their books, their phones, get onto the club Facebook page, share it to your personal page, and make sure it all gets liked.
I would
because
totally
all
do
of a
that.
sudden, if there's 20 people at that club meeting and they're all doing that on Facebook and it goes to all of their friends, now there's a couple thousand people, maybe a couple 10,000 people
that's a lot
that
of
know about this event.
Without a doubt.
Some of them might be in Portland, Oregon, but whatever. It's all good. They can come too.
They
It's
can
no
come.
problem.
Yeah, fly in.
All right, listen, there's lots and lots of best practices with Facebook. We'll try to get some more content here a little bit further down, but we hope this series of videos has been helpful, and we appreciate everything you do to make sure that people know about Rotary.
If you have any specific questions that you want answered about social media, leave a little comment right here.
Wow.
Hey.
We'll be looking for them.
Okay, cool.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.